Well, hello everybody and welcome to Morzine and to Neon, where we're going to be running the first ever Interlivery Ski Championships Team Triathlon for Snow Camp. Thank you all once again for having Snow Camp as your charity partner at this fantastic event. We love coming here and seeing you all, and in the past, as you know, we'll have done our Team Distance Challenge, which was great fun over recent years, but this year we're doing something different. It's the Team Triathlon, and already we have 31 wonderful livery teams entered. So thank you all for getting involved and wanting to give this a go in its first outing. Because there's 31 teams already entered in this Team Triathlon, I don't think we're going to have time for one of those big briefings that we used to do when we did our Team Distance Challenge here, because we're going to need to be running the teams throughout the day from 10 o'clock onwards to get everybody through. So what I thought might help was just to come up here and give a little briefing of what we've discovered over these last couple of days, how the event's going to run, make sure that everyone understands before they get here exactly what's going to take place. So as you know, it's a team challenge with teams of 4, with each team taking on each element of the triathlon one after another, starting with the giant slalom behind me, then going straight to the snowshoe hike, and then finishing with the biathlon. And there'll be time in between each of these events to get your breath and start again. We'll be timing each event independently and then combining the 3 separate times for the 3 events to give you your overall score for the Team Triathlon. So with 31 teams to get through on the day, we're going to need to be pretty slick to get everyone processed and through the triathlon starting at 10 a.m. So please could you just help us out by making sure that when you get your team's slot to start, whether that's 10 a.m, 11, 12, you are at the start of the giant slalom exactly when you're needed to be there. And that will be the start of your whole event. You'll do your race first, you'll then go straight onto your snowshoe hike and then straight onto your biathlon after that. So everybody will go in the same order, everyone will start 10 minutes apart, and hopefully the whole day just rolls through with each team putting down their triathlon times, whether they've started at 10 a.m. or whenever. Okay, well, we've come up above the Neon restaurant just to kind of give you guys a sense of how the event will run and the different areas of the triathlon and where they're taking place. So many of you will be familiar with this area, of course, after many livery championships. So our race, which kicks off the triathlon, will be on this piece down the side here underneath the chairs, probably starting up at that hut because the snow conditions don't really allow us to go much higher at present. So the plan would be to start up there and have a giant slalom down this piste right the way to the bottom and Neon for the first element of the triathlon. Okay, and next, after you've finished your race down the bottom there, you move over to the start of the snowshoe hike, which will be starting from just about where that lady is with her pushchair, and we'll be coming up behind this set of chalets, up underneath the chair here, all the way up the side of this hill and up to around this point here, round this little hillock, back down here, as you can see my tracks, back down the side there, all the way back down to the houses, round the back of the houses again, and then back down there to the start line again. And I reckon that should take about 10 to 12 minutes of snowshoe hiking. And then finally, after you've finished your slalom race over there and you've finished your snowshoe hike course starting over there in front of those chalets and up around the back as we saw, we'll be finishing with our biathlon course, which we set up here right in front of the lovely Neon restaurant, which will be great fun because everyone can watch. And then essentially what we're going to do here is put in a relatively flat lap for everybody to ski around as a team. Normal skis with boots, not cross country, just to get your heart rate up ahead of the shooting section. So there'll be a lap here right in front of the Neon, and then I imagine the finishing point over here will be where we set up the laser biathlon. So there'll be 4 of you lying on the floor here on carpets, shooting at the targets, and we'll be scoring your points for the number of targets you hit, and obviously adding that to your time. I know some people are a little bit concerned about how this is all going to work, especially if they've not done biathlon or snowshoe hiking before, but please be assured no experience is needed in any of these disciplines. It's all just a bit of fun. You can go as slow or as fast as you like, and there'll be people here giving briefings and tips before each of the events from the ESF, making sure everyone knows exactly what they're doing. So it should work really well and be lots of fun for everybody. So I think that's it. Hopefully that's given everybody a pretty good idea as to what's going to happen on the day. We think it's going to be really fun for everybody and a great time up here at Neon with all the companies coming together to do this event, have a great experience themselves and raise some funds for Snow Camp. And on that again, thank you so much for all the support you give us and for the money that you raise to help us do our work with young people. We'll be bringing out a couple of young people from the charity, as we've done before, and introducing them to you, and you can ask them all about where your money's going and how it's helped young people like those we'll be bringing. And I hope it's a really positive event for everybody, and we're very much looking forward to seeing you all out here in Morzine at the end of January. Thank you again.